We're on Baba Metzia Perek Gimel Mishnah Bet, second Mishnah, in the third chapter of Masechet Baba Metzia. Okay, let's just dedicate our learning to memory of my father Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. So in our last Mishnah, we learned the din of the Shomer Chinam. I just lost my place. Here we are, Perek Gimel Mishnah Bet. Okay, in our last Mishnah, I wanted to go here. We learned the rule of the Shomer Chinam. In the Shomer Chinam, we learned. Here we are. Shomer Chinam, we learned, if he is exempt from Pshia, but also exempt from Geneva ve'aveda, if the item is stolen. Let's learn a couple more psukim. That was Shomer Chinam. Ki tet ish are'eu chamor o shor aseh, v'chol behema lishmor. If you're given something to watch, umeit o nishbar o nishba, and it dies, or nishbar, it is broken down, ein ro'eh, nobody sees. Shvuat Hashem tiyeh ben shneim im lo shalach yado b'melechet re'ehu. Then you take an oath, v'lakach ba'alav v'lo yeshalem, meaning it was broken down, nobody saw, meaning it died in the context on its own, v'lo yeshalem. But v'im ganov yiganei mimo yishalem lebav. In this context, if the animal is stolen, meaning if it dies, just dies, that's an onus and it's patur. But if it's stolen, yishalem. Im tarof yitarev yivi'eu heid hatrefa lo yishalem. If it's killed by an animal, you bring a witness, trefa lo yishalem. But if here in this case, it's stolen, so what kind of case is this? So this is a din that's called, in the Kahati explains that this is talking about a case of shomer sachar. Let me see, make sure. Right, the Torah is talking about, yes, a shomer sachar. And Chazal come along and say that the same rule is true between shomer sachar and what's called a socher, a renter. So you have shomer sachar and socher, and the halacha is that shomer sachar is chayav in geneva, but patur on onsim, exempt from onsim, if it just dies. Okay? So that's the halacha of shomer sachar, and shomer sachar and socher, you'll notice, are the same. Chayav in geneva ve'aveda, but patur on onsim. On the other hand, the case of a sho'el, when you have a sho'el, if a person borrows an item or an animal, if the owners are not there, that's shmirat habayim, we'll learn about that later. Shalem yishalem. He has to pay no matter what. So he's chayav, okay, in this case, on onsim. In the case of, you can't see it, a sho'el, you know what, we'll do this. A sho'el is chayav, not only for pshia, that everyone's chayav on, negligence, not only geneva v'aveda, but a sho'el is chayav if anything happens on onsim. The only thing a sho'el is exempt for is meita machmat melacha. If you rented it to use, and it dies while you're using it in a normal way. But on onsim, the sho'el is chayav. Okay, so a socher is patur on onsim, but a sho'el is chayav on onsim. And that's the case that we're going to discuss in our Mishnah. HaSocher parah mechaviro. A person rents a parah, a cow, from his friend, v'hishila la'acher. And then he lent it to somebody else. So he's a renter, but he's a lender. Okay, v'amar socher v'hishila la'acher b'shut ha'maskir. He obviously had permission. She'im lo natan lo ha'maskir b'shut. Okay? Because if he didn't have permission, ha'kaima, and we learn, shomer shemasar l'shomer chayav. Since you don't have the right to give it to the next person, you're chayav and whatever happens. So this is a case where you had the right. The socher, the renter, lent it to somebody else with permission. Umeita kedarka, and it died kedarka, in the normal way, meaning it died onsin. So, let's just look at the case. It just died. The socher is patur. The sho'el is chayav. Yishava socher shemeita kedarka. So then the renter can take an oath. He takes a shavua that it died. Vasho'el yishalem l'sachar. So he is, and then we learned, he is patur. So he rents it. He says, listen, what can you do? It died. And then the sho'el has to pay him because he is chayav. Okay. Amar Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi said, Keisad hala oses chora b'paratoch shel chaver. That's not fair. How is it fair that this guy, oses chora, makes profit, business, with his friend's parah? Ela tachzor parah leba'alim. Rather, you can't have this socher profiting. He lent somebody else's property to the sho'el. Yes, he had permission, but he's just the middleman. So therefore, the sho'el shouldn't pay the socher. Sho'el has to pay the original owner. Tachzor parah leba'alim. Sho'el has to pay the owner of halacha, Rabbi Yossi. Okay, we'll stop here. I think I dedicated to the memory of my father, so have a great day.